All right, cool. I guess we'll see. Well, now it's climbed up, but last time I tried walking here, streamed here a few times before. The last time bitrate was cell service was really bad, which is also the only time I've been here in the summer. And the leaves might just make it that bad. There's not that many leaves now, so I guess I'll see. I was gonna try to walk to a waterfall if cell service picks up. If it doesn't, there's another trail back the other way with another waterfall that should be fine. Wait, I forgot to start my app where the overlay works. Hey, there we go. I don't remember if I go on this trail or if we keep going straight. Full Creek Falls Trail is half a mile. Okay, yeah, so I go up this way. Cave in danger. Maximum weight 5,000 pounds. Hopefully I don't weigh close to 5,000 pounds. Oh goodness, I looked down just in time to not crush a beetle like it was walking across the trail. And it's just in time to move my foot enough to step like an inch beside it. No horsies. All right, Redtown Dam. Coal Creek Falls, 0.9 miles. It's weird, the cell service like randomly dies. But most of the time it's pretty great. I forgot I should turn on my... Yeah. Higher logarithm. I don't know if the cell service is going to be good enough, but I was going to try to walk up to the waterfall to Coal Creek Falls. Oh yeah, you can look on the map and see where I'm at. Do you know about the map? I don't know if I've ever talked about it when you were watching. Oh, no, I know I told you about it. Should be able to look on the map and see exactly where I'm at. Maybe make a chat command with a link. But it's realtimeirl.com and I'll show up on there. Isn't it Realtime IRL? Or is it? How am I forgetting? There's a place that's called something IRL. Not, yes, realtimeirl.com. And you can see exactly where I'm at and where I've walked so far. Kind of creepy, also cool. Hold on. Take my glove off. Ugh. Right, there we go. It's a little cool out here today. Colder than it's been being. But look, it's all nice. Like the sun came out like an hour ago. It's rained for like 5 days straight, and it's like this today. Yeah, hi Cassie. How's it going? So I'm excited about seeing some of the blue sky, and there was some sunshine earlier I was in. Well, here's one of those cave-ins, because there used to be a bunch of coal mines here. This is like, okay, cool. Yeah, nice. Possible of ground collapse or fatal gases. I'm, if cell service doesn't die before I get there, I'm hiking to a waterfall. It's rained for like 5 days straight, so it should be looking pretty nice. Should have quite a bit of water going over it. At least better than, like, everything had been being dry like last few months when I walked, because it's like dry season, but it's been mega rainy the last few weeks. The having cell service isn't looking good, since it's already not holding, or the whole time it hasn't held steady bit rate. So I guess we'll see. So here's another one. Hi, Mr. Winnie Cat. This is a big one. Caved in mark. Like, yeah. You can't see how deep it is as well on stream, I don't think. But it's like, ground height is like way up there. Other than right at that cave-in spot. You know, my legs feel good today. They're not even tired. So I guess those 350 squats I ended up doing last night playing Beat Saber was not enough to really be any exercise. Can't see much over there. You can kind of see the other hill, but I guess not that much on camera. This is kind of where I need a way to put the Starlink on my backpack, because I wonder, you still have the branches in the way, but almost all of the trees, almost all the leaves are gone. So I mean, I can see quite a bit of sky. You'd think it would still pick up. You know, at least good enough, like in between the branches. Then I could walk way up the mountain here. Wouldn't have to worry about cell service. I just need to come up with a way to mount it on my backpack. And if I don't mind walking around with a, you know, Starlink on a pole above my head. Unzip my jacket. I'm starting to get hot just walking up this hill. Oh, here's the other trail it cuts off. Well, I'm already like halfway to the falls, then I think this is about the halfway point. This is the right trail, right? Cold Creek Falls, 0.5 miles. So I guess it's about maybe halfway to the parking lot. When I got on that trail, it said it was 0.9 miles. And now it's 0.5. So I guess it's probably over halfway from the parking lot. Hi, Laskel. How's you today? Let's hope cell service holds out so you guys can see the falls. I've hiked up here one time and it just barely picked up. And then last time I tried hiking here, they wouldn't think I was weird wearing a helmet and hiking with a Starlink on it. And that would be the problem. I think it would be uncomfortable. I think having that much weight on your helmet slinging around when you like nod your head or anything. Because it's annoying having a GoPro on my helmet. I have to like ratchet it down on my head better where it doesn't slide back and forth on my head. You know, the Starlink could be strange enough, but wearing a helmet and hiking with it on it would be even stranger. Well, we walked out only my actually, I hope chat doesn't stop loading. Only my modem, big modem's picking up. The two phones just freaking died. I'm pretty close to the falls, I think. So, like, if it starts getting kind of bad and I'm pretty close, I probably just walk the rest of the way to the falls and see if standing still there, if it'll get some bit rate. I think I remember part of this trail getting actually worse and then recovering right at the falls. I don't know. I can't hear them yet, so I'm not. But I'm starting to go downhill on this trail. And I was thinking when you start going downhill is about when you start getting pretty close. You should just stay 0.5 miles. I don't know, I've walked halfway there. Oh, I actually can't hear the falls if I stop. I'm just a little ways away still. Or hear the falls and the creek. And it is not looking good. I wasn't sure. I already figured out I can't stream walking this far up in the summer because all the tree cover makes it pick up that much worse. Most of it's gone, but there's still some leaves. Compared to like April is I think the only time I've made it all the way to the falls for service. Yeah, I can hear the creek better now. It's like down in this valley. It kind of runs along that way. Uh-oh. Is this still watchable? Or is it pretty much just bad now? Yeah, the creek's right down there. It's okay, not great. Okay. Seems like it's really not great right now. Well, the waterfall's right down here. So I'll walk down to the falls and see if it maybe comes back. I think you probably see them like once you get right around this corner. If you can hear me. And I'll see if it comes back. And if not, it won't take me much time to walk right back over there. Blur starts coming back. Huh, it died and then came back. My chat didn't actually load any of that when it happened. I guess it's a little further than I thought because I've just finally actually gotten to the valley where the creek's like right down there. So the waterfall's still like right up there someplace. Here, I'll be RB. I'm gonna change something. Anyway, I've walked fast, so if you can't see this one good, I'll walk over to the other waterfall. It'll have a good cell service at it. Where's the creek right down here? Oh, water. Just made it so no cell service. get any bit rate. I'm gonna head Alright, I think it's back now. Yeah. Alright, I'm sorry it died. Let's make sure I didn't miss any chat. Well, it wouldn't load. I don't think so. Let's see, it just reconnected a bunch. Oh, it's still not actually, this phone's still actually not connected to Twitch. But now it is. Okay, it just loaded some more reconnectings. I took some pictures that I'll stick on Discord in a few minutes when I get a little bit better service of the waterfall. I couldn't tell if any of that was watchable. It went up above 250 bitrate a few times, but just barely. So and my chat stopped loading. I couldn't tell if it was disconnected the whole time or not. I've walked to there before and it was fine, but it's just not today. Little mini creek right here, or ditch, or whatever, water's running under the trail. So I don't think this part was this bad before, because it looks like it's died again. But walking back this way, my body's in between the only modem that's picking up this on my back and the cell tower. We're walking in, modem's on the other side. They've blown this trail off. Looks like. I guess they come out here with leaf blowers and blow some of them off so they don't get so slick, or maybe to keep them from getting muddy. I guess it'd be the same thing, so they don't get so slick and muddy. Kind of. All right, now it looks like cell service is actually back, like a decent bit rate. Maybe it'll stop dying. I don't know if anyone could hear anything I was saying earlier because it kept dropping, but I went all the way to the falls. I think it might have been disconnected the whole time, but I couldn't load chat anymore, so I'm not sure. I think you might have saw some of it. And then I headed back, and I wasn't thinking about it being this bad this long. It was way worse. Service wasn't that bad walking there, but walking back, my body's in between the modem that's on my back and the cell tower. I guess I could have taken my backpack off and carried it, or put it on my chest. It would have maybe made a little difference, or I'm pretty sure it would have. I'm just now thinking about that. The sun looks cool coming through the trees. It's been so dank the last few days. Looks really nice seeing the sun shine on the top of the trees. Because it's been like last few days, like raining the entire day. And some of the time might not really be rain. It's like really, really light mist. But at least raining or misting like the entire day. One's 0.7 miles of Clay Pit Road. I've been on Clay Pit Road before, and I know I don't have cell service up there. It's 0.7 miles. So I guess I'll head back down. Still have quite a bit of daylight left. So there's some other trails down here that I'll have a decent service on. And there's another waterfall I can actually walk to. Hello. Well, I think I'm going to switch this back to 60 FPS. I lowered it to 30 and the bitrate was really, really, really bad to see if it would maybe make it more watchable. So I'm going to do that real quick. All right, now it's, well, unless it lowers it because the light's low, now it's 60 FPS. I didn't try to see if it'd let me change it while streaming. Will it? I think you have to stop it to FPS. No? No, I guess you can. Cool. I didn't actually need to stop the stream. bunch of planes flying over here today. I mean, they are real planes. I mean, but like, I mean, they sound like they're going over you, is what you're, I guess, saying. At first, I thought they were realistic. Well, I mean, they are real, so I would hope they'd sound realistic. But like the way the mic's picking it up, I think I still have it on. Okay, I think I still have it on stereo sound, where it tries to make some, like, stereo sound. So I don't know if it's doing a good job of that, where you can hear the plane in one ear and then the other, or not. It's never super stereo, but I've listened to it before, and it sounds a little bit different than when it's just in mono. Sometimes it makes us sound like, if there's someone you're talking to, sound like they're on the other side of you. But I think it's still kind of nice compared to just like mono. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really quiet here. So the planes are like, they sound deafening loud compared. They're not that loud, but compared to anything else, they sound deafening loud. It's weird. There's been like 3 flying over like the same way. Like there's a flight path going over here. But I don't think I've ever been here before and heard planes. So, kind of weird that there's so many today. Sorry. Just trying to get my glove back on because I'm going. I took it off so I could use the phone better. And now I'm going downhill. So I'm... my hands are getting a little cold again. Going uphill, I was like about to take my jacket off because I was starting to sweat. It's just kind of comfortable temperature now. Oh, I was thinking, I'm having a hard time walking downhill, not letting the camera bob. We could try different camera settings. Been going for an hour already. It doesn't feel that long, but once cell service cut out, I was like freaking hustling to the falls and seeing if it would come back, and then hustling back out to service. So that probably made time seem like it went by really fast. We're back down to the mine cave-in. Oh, hello. Hi, Icy Twist. How's it going? What were you? Oh, you were streaming chest. Okay, cool. Is your wrist still bothering you? I think I saw you playing Synth Riders the other day, which I was... Yeah, it is here also. It's rained like the last 5 days. Oh, you see Icy Twist? It was exactly the same way today here. Hello. And Office Journey Stream what? Wait, adding new feature on Walkabout Mini Golf? I've still actually never played Walkabout Mini Golf. Office Journey Stream. Maybe that is what it looks like. Oh, the sun's setting. I think it just went behind the mountain. The hill over there. It might just be behind the clouds. I think it's pretty much went behind the hill. All right, we gotta hurry and go to the other waterfall before it gets dark. That one that cell service cut out at was flowing pretty well. The other one should also. The other one will have good cell service. But anyways, well, I didn't say much. Welcome everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Oh no! I thought maybe it would auto snooze them. And I can't snooze them on mobile. I have auto snooze turned on, but I guess, and supposedly it snoozes them if there's raids and stuff, but I mean, it's freaking, I don't ever actually expect anything to work right with Twitch. Exactly. Like auto snoozing. I could probably set up. I researched some and none of the apps I use none of them have been updated. I guess for a while you couldn't snooze ads through the API or something like that. And all of the apps I use, they're not, no one's ever added to use that feature. But, I guess I could set up chat commands to get StreamerBot to do it. I assume I probably can. Or I could type in like !snooze or something and then get in chat and then StreamerBot would do it. I need to remember that. It shouldn't be too hard to set up. I'm sure an AI would tell me how to do it. That's why I've been doing all of my other StreamerBot stuff. I was going to stop. If there's any nice views, I will while ads are going. But I'm trying to get to the waterfall when it's still as lightest as it can be. That's a pretty trail. I think I'll go down the fast way. It's 1.3 miles or 0.3 miles. Actually, I could just go down this way. It's not that much longer. Probably should just go straight to the falls. That'll be nicer than that goes by a creek, but there's not really any waterfalls or anything. Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about the ads. I was hoping, since there was just a raid, that Twitch would snooze them, since I have like auto snooze on. I don't have anything set up to snooze them from my phone, so I can't. I was thinking I could probably set up a streamer bot to let me snooze them through chat commands, I would assume, but I haven't done that. Anyways, welcome everyone. I was just starting to say, I hope you guys all enjoyed Icy Twisted's stream. And yeah, I stream about, depends on the weather, but I stream about half Beat Saber, occasionally other VR games, but I mostly just play Beat Saber. And then about half IRL. I guess in the winter it's, no, it's Pacific Northwest, US. So like northwest corner, like Washington State in the US. It also how are you doing? Yeah, it gets dark really early here. Sunset's at like 4:30 or something like that. 4:35 maybe this time of by now. Probably 4:35. It might be down to 4:30. It goes like a minute lower every day or something like that. Hello. But at you said New Zealand, there's a garden in Seattle that I've gone to, and there's a really big you have, so most people don't really, so I grew up in the southeast US, and people will talk to each other a lot more on trails. Here, everybody acts afraid of each other, mostly, like out in public. If you're in a city, like a city park, you have even less people. If you go into the mountains and the like long hiking trails where you just have like hikers, they'll usually talk to you and say hi when they pass and stuff. But this is still close enough in town where people are usually, I guess, more timid or whatever. But yeah, that's just normal here. I'll usually say hi to people if they don't look too terrified. I don't want to just say hi to people and make them feel uncomfortable. But yeah. Most of them kind of just tunnel vision by you and try to not look at you when they're walking by. I've never been anywhere other than here like that. I guess it's just, I don't know if it's like more city culture, because I've never lived in a metro as big as this metro. Because this is like right outside the like Seattle metro area, or like right on the edge basically. Here's a little disgusting looking pond. Water looks really dirty. But yeah, that weirded me out when I first came up here, because I was used to people like going like, hello, and stuff like that when they walk by you. I'm kind of just used to it now. Gosh, it does actually look like tea. Actually thinking, I wouldn't want to drink it, but it does actually look like, you know, tea colored. Alright, so I'm going to go down almost to the parking lot, and then there's a trail on the other side of the road, and I'll walk down to a waterfall. That should be nice to see. And there should be enough daylight left. Oh, I had forgot. I was just saying when the raid happened that I'm having a hard time walking down the hill fast, not letting the camera bob at least a little. I was thinking about maybe I should go play with, there's this really weird motion smoothing setting. Can I turn these on while I'm streaming? I messed with some of this stuff more when I first got this phone, and I haven't really since then. Where is that stuff? It's not in, oh, that might be, is it somewhere else? Or can you not get to it if you're streaming? Oh, it's in camera. Camera. So this is standard. And then you go cinematic. What is that gonna look like? That seems to... That, when I move the phone, it's like delayed. Just walking, I can't tell if this is better or worse. It's like a different kind of bouncing. I don't have my phone on a gimbal. I usually just, if I'm trying to hold it really still, if I walk slow and I hold it with both hands, I can hold it pretty still. So I've never actually played with these. Whoa, that really smooths it out. Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like. It was like less of a bounce, more small bounces. Like didn't bounce so much, but double. I think that also kind of double bounces. Bit rate bad here now. Right, I'll switch it back to how it was, which is just this is cinematic and standard, which is what I was using. And this is like one big bounce, like when I take a step forward, but kind of feels smoother. I mean, it's not as smooth. The other, I've looked at those when I first got this phone and started using this app. Oh, the other motion smoothing. Okay. Yeah, it kind of made it float up and down, like if I moved the phone back and forth. Yeah, that's why I tried these when I first got this phone, the other ones, and it just looked almost like sickening, like for people to watch, like it would give them motion sickness maybe, because it's like some kind of like floaty double bounces or something, and that doesn't actually look like real walking. I was about to say nobody walks like that. Maybe some people do, depending on how you're holding the camera. But yeah, this is like a lot more just timed out with my steps. All right, we're gonna go across the road, and then you only walk a little ways down the hill, and there's a nice waterfall. And the trail going down to the waterfall is really pretty also. Oh, and you go see a event for a mine shaft, because there's a whole bunch of coal mines here. Alright, just gotta wait. Alright. No cars right now. We made it across, didn't get smushed. Yeah, I just forgot it had other settings, because I hadn't changed the image stabilization in so long, so I figured I'd try it out. So this trail goes, I've walked it down here a ways. It goes way off down here. I've walked from here down to about here and then lost cell service. And I walked on the other end of it before. It goes further than what that map shows. There's another parking lot way on the other end that I've parked on. Yeah, so it's nice. It rained pretty much the last 3 days straight, or at least that was some of the time in the night it had stopped raining, but like every single time it was daylight it was rainy. So if I wanted to go outside and do anything, I had to do it in the rain. And then it's cleared up a lot today, and I think tomorrow is supposed to be sunny and like 54 for the high. This would be pretty nice. Oh yeah, so this is an air shaft for the mine. So like you couldn't go, it wasn't an opening to go down in a mine, but I guess to let air in and out. I think that says it's capped off now, so you can't like fall down in it, but it used to be an air shaft. Air shafts supply oxygen. Coal seams were located hundreds of feet underground and ran for miles. The men and mules working the mines all needed fresh air to survive. How did they get air a fourth of a mile beneath the earth? Like a mole, miners hand-dug air shafts to connect the mines to the surface. The shaft behind this sign serviced the number 4 coal seam. Although it is now sealed, the shaft was originally more than 1,000 feet deep. Dang. Miners followed the slope down into the earth for almost 200 feet. They then dug a lateral tunnel called a gangway through the coal seam at 50-foot intervals. Miners cut shafts back up the slope to hollow out larger rooms to mine the coal. Crosscuts between the rooms provided air circulation. Coal seams located within Coal Creek Natural Area included Bagley, Primrose, number 3 and 4. Between 1863 and 1963, the Coal Creek and Newcastle mines produced 10.5 million tons of coal. Oh, I guess that's what kind of what it looked like. A fan to air out in these airways. Or kind of how it would be set up. That's kind of cool. All right, on to the falls. No, they're all closed off. Oh, I should go show you if there's no. I have to walk back across the road anyways. There's probably not enough time, but there's a mine you can see over on the other side that's capped off, like the entrance, and where they used to, out from it, a concrete platform where they used to have a steam hoist, where they'd, and rails that went down into that capped off entrance, where they would hoist the mine carts up. But that's the closest. That back there's a air vent. But on back over where I was walking at near there, there's a capped off mine entrance, like where they used to go down in the mine. Oh, and right here, I might not read the plaque and just go by memory, but there's like some concrete foundation right here. And there's this right here that's concrete that goes out to the edge of the creek. This is where there used to, this was a steam house, I think. Where they produce power for the mines. I guess they got water and then, burnt some of the coal and heated it up and had like a, let's see, Coal Creek supplies power. Oh, this isn't that long. It took power to bring the heavy coal to the surface. Well, if I can read. At first, mules provided power. As mining operations buried deeper, however, mules couldn't pull heavy mine carts up to 40 degrees. Where did the miners find the extra power needed to remove the coal? Coal Creek itself provided the solution. It says the concrete footings seen around you are remains of a steam plant that once saddled Coal Creek. Miners captured water from the creek and boiled it by burning coal to produce steam. Sorry, someone was calling me. Spam call, so I was hanging up. Steam-powered turbines then generated electrical power like a fishing huge full coal cars up the slope of the mine. So yeah, so that's the concrete footings where they had like a steam power plant. Let's see, there's some. Where is that? Concrete footings or a log? Oh, I think it's just a log that sticks out in the creek. Right. Anyways. This is kind of cool. I like trails. I also like reading about all the old coal mines and stuff. It's just interesting learning about it. And like part of this trail, right down here, it levels out and just goes straight. And that part of the trail is on an old railroad that came up here to bring to haul the coal away. There's actually a lot of old rail trails here, and they're all mostly from either coal mining, or logging. There was a lot of coal mining and logging, so there's a bunch of little bitty like railroads going up into the mountains that they don't use anymore, and a lot of them they've turned into like multi-use trails, bike trails. Like quite a few. Actually, most of the ones you've seen me riding when I'm not mountain biking are old railroads. Most of the trails. So yeah, the waterfall is going pretty well. And I don't know why it's... Last time I was here, the bitrate was better. I don't know why it's struggling so bad today. Maybe the same reason I couldn't go to the other waterfall and get all the way there with service. Whatever reason. Weather or cell towers don't have as much upload as they used to or something. Yeah, it's a nice one. Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't put those pictures I took in Discord of the other waterfall. Let me do that. This would be a good place to do that. I can sorry. I'll take my glove off and stop shaking the phone around. I can do that while you can see the waterfall. Alright, cool. Oh, I've had my phone in my pocket. Like, and this jacket's insulated. I'm not used to that from the winter, and it feels like it's melting. I need to let it cool off. Alright, I put 2 pictures in Discord of the other waterfall. For anyone that's in Discord that wants to look at them. I want to, I like having pictures, and I don't really like people having to join Discord to look at them. I'm going to try to, at some point, make a website that I can just upload the pictures to, and you can just go on it and look at them. But, I don't really know how to even start with that or go about it, so it's going to take me a while to figure it out. So it might, who knows when I'll ever actually get to it. But it's on in my bucket list of stream things I want to do. And I guess if I did that, the app those are some I took from my other phone that I manually put on Discord. This iPhone app will do the snapshots and put them on Discord. I wouldn't be able to use it with a website. I have to come up with some other system to upload them. Probably just take them on my other phone. So I just took a picture of this one with the streaming app, and it'll put it on there, or it should. Yeah. That's how much water is coming down the creek before the waterfall. And then that creek this time of year looks about as large as this one. And then yeah, it's quite a bit more going downhill from here. I've been here in like when it's so in the summer, this one completely dries up. And like the other waterfall, this is this Coal Creek, and the other waterfall I tried walking up to, or I walked up to, tried streaming up to, it completely dries up in the summer. And this one runs like year round, so I guess it's spring fed, or maybe it runs out of a big lake that, I don't know of any lakes up there. I think this one just has to be spring fed. And the other one's just basically rainwater, so it just runs in the winter until it stops raining in the summer. But like later on in the winter, when it's been raining, I guess even more, this one will be really full, a lot more than what's coming over the waterfall. And it has rained a lot the last couple of weeks, but the ground was also, it was like a mega drought before it started raining. So it's still, the ground's still probably soaking up a lot of the water, and there's not that much actually running off. Or not enough for it to get up to its, normal winter levels. For like, how it would be in like April if I come here in April. Because I've been here before. That other falls, I've walked up to it in April before. Anyways, I'm gonna, is it? The camera kind of looks like it's getting grainy, wide angle, because it's dark. I don't know if it's still open, or if it's open again, but there's another little trail right down here that goes down to the creek, and you can see another little kind of mini waterfall. But last time I came here, it was closed because a whole bunch of trees fell over it and broke the railing and all of that. I think it's still closed. It's right here. Oh, maybe not. They have caution tape right here. Oh, it's open. Okay, cool. So that bomb cyclone that came through like last November, all these trees fell over it. So last time I came here, it was just a freaking mass of trees here over it. So I think this is where they used to have a flume on the creek. The miners built a box-shaped flume from cedar to help keep water out of the tunnels below. This also allowed train cars to rumble over Coal Creek. If you look over the fence at the end of the trail to your right, you can see what remains of the old flume. Iron oxide in the water have stained it orange. Downstream, the city of Bellevue has restored the stream to a more natural condition. Oh. I might read the rest. Well, maybe I should read it before I walk down there. Coal needs cleaning. Coal from the... Oh, and right here it says, you are here. So was all of that? Was it on the side of that hill? I guess it must have been. Because where it's flat here must be like what the trail goes down. And then there was all of this up on the side of the hill. Yeah, that makes sense because it looked like it goes up and then it's flat. And it looks like it's flat up there on the top. Alright, so the bunker was built on the hillside so gravity could assist with sorting, washing, and loading operations. Oh, that must be reading about it here. Alright, so coal needs cleaning. Coal from the mines needed to be cleaned and sorted to remove clay, bone, and rock impurities before it could be sold. A small-scale electric-powered train brought the coal from the mines to sorting bunkers for processing. Screeners and pickers cleaned the coal, sorted it by size, and dropped it down into waiting coal cars for transport to Seattle. In 1929, the bunkers burned to the ground. As you continue down the trail, look for the concrete footings on the hillside to the left. Oh, I've seen concrete footings to the hill down there before, and I never knew what they were. I think I've read this before, but maybe didn't actually comprehend that part. Alright, so there should be remains of a flume down here. It said if you look across the creek at the end of the trail. Oh, right there. See boards going, it's under the creek and then going that way. So it said downstream from here, it said City of Bellevue has restored the creek to a more natural path. So I guess that's why it's kind of straight here, like it's all like channeled, basically, like a big flume. And it just fell apart and right here. I guess down from here must be where it's more like normal. A lot of it along here does look really straight. Even up there by where that steam house was, where they generated power. So I guess they just rerouted all of this part of the creek. Kind of cool. Oh, okay, don't go to wide angle. It's too dark. It's very pixely. Alright. I'm gonna go walk a little bit more and look for these concrete footings. Should have time for that, and then we can head back towards the parking lot. I don't think there's really time to... I'd have to go back to the parking lot and walk a ways. It's like probably almost half a mile, or maybe a fourth of a mile to the mine entrance I was talking about. I don't think there's really enough daylight for that. So I figured we might as well see the stuff we can here. So here's one of them. Right there. See big like concrete foundation or whatever. And I think there's another somewhere along. So this is where that so that's that. So I guess the sorting facility was like built on the hillside here, and that's the bottom like foundation of it. Cool. Maybe that's the only one. I was thinking I saw something like more concrete for some. Maybe it's for something else down here before. So it said there was electric. Sorry, I was trying to put my glove back on. Said there was a small scale electric train that brought the coal from the mines to the sorting facility. So I guess. Okay, cool. So I guess from the sorting facility down this way must have been the like regular size like steam train. And this is also where the trail gets really smooth, like flat. And if you keep on walking down the trail this way, there's one point you get to a little ravine, and the trail actually goes up some steps and up around the edge, and there's a plaque there, if I remember right, that tells about how there used to be a bridge there. You can tell where the railroad used to go out. It was like built out, sticking out into it, and some other stuff. Maybe I'll come here again sometime. We can do railroad train tours and try to go all the way down. I've gone all the way down where there's a hill where the train track was just cut through the hill that the trail goes through. And then there's a valley after that, and they just built it out across the valley with all the dirt, I guess from cutting through the hill. And then I had to turn around. I streamed that time. It was like, I don't know, was it even this year? I think it might have been the year before that. Like, yeah. It was like the year before that. It was like when I don't know if I could go further than that now or not. It was like back closer to when I first started streaming. And I didn't have as good of stuff. And like that hill I was saying that the train track was cut through, that was also pretty much, I didn't have service past there. I'd like to go down sometime. It's really pretty down there also. And I don't know, this whole area, there's like a steep hill there, and it's just perfectly flat from there over to like right there, and then right there it just drops off like a cliff down to the creek. There's see signs here telling you not to go over there. So like from the sorting facility all here, all the way down to there a ways, it's like just really, really flat. More flat than it usually is like in the mountains here. So I assume all of this is flattened off. Like they flattened it off to for like coal mining purposes. Just going by how flat it is. I mean, and I know that there was a railroad coming up here. There's supposedly about like on down it gets where it's not as flat, and you can tell where it's about as wide as the railroad would be, and the trail stays on it. I don't remember. I was trying to walk to something else, but I don't remember how much further it is. There's you walk just I think a little bit further down here, and there's an old like clearing where there's used to be a turntable where they turn the engines around for the trains. See, right here it got like that. It's see dirt there, and then the hill on that side where it's just like cut out through the hill right here. Where it used to be looks like where it's just cut out where it used to be a railroad. So I assume, like I was saying, where it's really, really wide, flat place back there. I mean, that sorting facility looked pretty large. And I guess they probably had stuff past it for where they put the, train, the, like, stationed coal cars and stuff like that. And hooked them up to the train, like, the train and stuff. Okay, so the round table is right here. So see this right here, see it's just a valley there. And it's just cut out flat going along the edge where the railroad was at. And this is, you can't really tell, but it's kind of like a little bit lower, but there's this huge concrete slab. Oh, they cut the trees off from it also. The trains use turntables to change direction. After delivering coal to the Seattle wharfs, I guess. I think I'm saying it right. Which I guess like what ships dock on? Whatever. Maybe. Isn't a wharf like a large dock? Or am I confused? Or am I confusing it? Anyways, trains chugged back up Coal Creek Canyon with empty cars. How would the trains turn back around in the narrow canyon? The solution was a turntable. Workers called strong arms would turn the locomotives around to haul the next load of coal to Seattle. Look, so it wasn't even like motorized. They just had literal people just turning it around. Kind of cool. By 1929, most of the quality coal had been mined. Rocky Mountain coal was cheaper, and oil was replacing coal as the prominent source of energy. The Great Depression was the straw that broke the camel's back. The Pacific Coast Coal Company closed its doors in 1929. Between 1976 and 1929, the mines produced 8.8 million tons of coal. Although the towns have vanished, their legacy lives on in the names, relics, and memories of the surrounding communities. Yeah, having to turn a steam engine around. I mean, I'm sure working in the coal mines was really hard work also. Probably everything here. Pacific Coal Company production. Oh, hi, Muse. Thank you for another follow. How's it going? Here, let me switch. It's getting dark enough that you can't see. Let me switch it to 30 FPS. Oh, thank you for the sub, Muse. How are you doing? Video. Low link boost. That'll let it go to. Cool. Yeah, hi, Ari. Wait, what? I missed everything. I'm new here. Are we going spelunking at the... What is spelunking? Am I reading that right? I am new here. You are not new here unless I'm confusing you with someone with a very, very similar name. But I think you normally see you're new here when you re-follow. Hope you had a great day so far. Yeah, it's been so nice. After raining for 4 days straight, the sun came out today, and it was just like, went outside, saw some sunlight, saw some blue sky. It was just like amazing. Like it's been a nice afternoon. I'm using up every bit of the daylight that's left. So this shows from 1970 to 1940, I guess, about how much coal, tons of coal they produced. 1 million, and it goes up to 10 million. Yeah, I've just been walking here reading signs about the old coal mines. Oh, okay. I didn't know. So are we going splunking at the Nutty Putty Cave? Something like that, I guess, then. Alright, I guess I'm gonna start heading back. The phone's doing a great job lightening it up. It's dark enough that it's getting harder to see. But for anyone that just showed up, that was the old round trip table where they turn the steam engines around. And this is an old trail that goes on an old railroad bed from where they the railroad ended just right up here, I think, but it came up here from Seattle for them to haul coal down to the docks from the coal mines. The heck? The what cave? It is getting very dark. Just checking my other phone. It's getting low on battery, but it's not dead yet. Should find the parking lot's just a little ways up here. Or not, at least not too far up here. This looks like some fancy houses over there. They have like huge sunroom looking like windows just overlooking the forest, the valley. Alright, I got my glove back on. Now I'll stop moving the camera around so much. It's hard to put a glove on one hand with your other hand while holding the phone. Anyway, thank you for the subbing and news. I hope you've been doing pretty good. I think yeah. Which this is an actual county park. Well, this right here is Bellevue City Park, I think, because this is technically Coal Creek Park. The other side of the road that I walked on earlier is the King County Park. But yeah, I have a Discover Pass also, because there's quite a few state parks around. And the yearly pass is so much cheaper than if you pay daily. Like, you only have to go to the park like a few days for it to pay for a whole yearly pass. And there's a whole bunch of stuff like out Interstate 90 in the mountains that are like state parks and stuff that I end up parking at. I think they just went up like $10 or $15 a year. I think they're like $45 now. But I think it was $30 if you paid for a yearly pass, which isn't bad for how many parks there are you can go to with that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was either 3 or 4 days, and like I think I've gone at least 3 or 4 days every single year, like minimum, to stuff. So, well, I guess I've had one 2 years now. Before that, I just not go. I hadn't really gone to any. I think I went to State Park maybe one time before that and just paid the daily rate, and then would just not go to state parks. I'd just go to like a county park or something that was free. And then finally got a pass when we were going rock climbing in the mountains, and was gonna go for like 2 days, and figured out, well, if we were going 2 days then surely we'd go 2 other days sometime in a year. And you can use it in 2 cars. So like if me or Errol went places separately, we could both use it as long as we get it out of the other car. And I bought another one this year because I used it probably like at least 6 or 8 times last year. Because there's multiple places I like going bike riding that are state parks. And I don't know why bitrate's dying again here. Probably really not looking good with no light and dying bitrate. Yeah, I like biking. There's a really nice trail, Palouse to Cascades Trail, I think it's what it's called. And it's an old rail trail, and it goes all the way over the Cascades. Wait, I crashed mine and now have fake front teeth? Man, that sounds kind of awful. Right here, here's the little bit of the creek you can see. Like crashed it and just like knocked your teeth out. And then there's a waterfall right up here. Still be able to see the waterfall a little bit. Yeah, I've never crashed on a bike and hurt myself that bad. I've dislocated. Oh heck, I can't snooze them. I probably could snooze them and not have them run until I get back to the parking lot, but I really need to see if I can set up chat commands to snooze them. Alright, anyways, here's the waterfall. Yeah, I've dislocated my knee and fractured my kneecap playing disc golf, but I've never hurt myself bad. Like, I've drawn blood, like scraped myself up mountain biking, but I've never, broken anything. Uh-huh. This is Coal Creek coming down here, and then I don't know what this other creek is that runs in, but nice waterfall. Hi, Penny. How's it going? Yeah. If it's pixelated, it's because it's so dark, I can't hardly see it. I can't believe the phone is making it look this good. Yeah, I'm headed back to the parking lot, so I'm gonna end soon. But you made it before a raid time. I think the last 2 times... No, you didn't make it that one day when I walked around the garden. It was just those 2 Beat Saber streams in a row where you showed up right when I was already starting a raid, which was just funny timing. Wait, what? Losing gallons at the tube? Anyways, I head back before it gets so dark I can't see how to walk. Yeah, nice waterfall. I walked up to another one earlier, but cell service completely just died right before I got to it. So I don't think Stream could actually see it at all. Which, I'm really backed up right now, and I have a lot of videos left, but I record all of my streams on my phone. So eventually, whenever I get it on YouTube, like the waterfall like earlier today, that wasn't watchable, there'll be an actual video they'll upload that'll have well, dang. There'll be an actual video that will have good bit rate, like a recording. So you can go across the bridge here, this trail on the other side, and there's a place right up there where you can look across the creek and you can see a coal seam in the side of the creek on this side. I'm not gonna go over that way because that trail's it gets really steep at one place, and I don't really want to walk out where I can't see. And you're not gonna be able to see the coal seam. I mean, the phone might pick it up, but I don't think so because it'll be like, you know, right down there. Maybe I'll hang out here until the ads are done, so everyone can see the rest of the trail. Oh goodness, that's the wide angle lens. It's just pitch black. I'll go and walk up to the mine shaft. So you can't see much of this anyways. So this is where the plaque is over there on the other side on the trail. So there's a coal seam down here on this side of the creek. Kind of cool. It's just like a black looking or darker colored seam, or like where the dirt just looks darker. All right, ads are over. Cool. The only thing anyone really missed, other than the dark trail, is there was another trail cut off that I didn't go on because it was dark. But there's a plaque right there. There's a trail there, and you can see on this side of the creek, up under me, a coal seam in the edge of the creek. But I didn't go that way because it's so dark. I don't think you'd be able to see it. That's the only other mine related, coal mine related stuff I was planning on going by. But I went further down the trail. It's a little too dark to see it now. Oh, so you guys can, and it's just a little trail that cuts off and it runs back in here. So anyways, you can see this. It's just about too dark to see it now, but this is an air vent for the mine, for anyone that wasn't here earlier to see it. It's capped off now, so you can't fall in there, but it was to let air in the coal mine. Just this kind of hole that slopes off down in there a little bit. I assume it's capped off right back there, but I've never walked. There's a fence right there to keep you from walking in there. I've walked up to the fence and you can't see in there enough to see where it's capped off at, but I assume just right over the slope so people can't fall in there. So I'll go all the way back to the car and then sit down and find someone to raid. Probably raid Saria. Should be streaming Beat Saber. And I'm glad I tried this low light setting on the phone recently, because it is crazy dark here, and it might not look the best, but it's still watchable. So dark I can't really see the trail, or I can tell where the trail's at, but I can't really see what's on it hardly. Been fun. Ready to see you, Mr. Winnie Cat? Hope you have a nice rest of your, or I hope you have a nice night. Have a nice sleep. Inside, you had a fun time watching. It'll be especially fun crossing the road in the dark. The roads get really busy this time of day, but there'll be a gap at some point where I can run across. I hope so. It's a never-ending line of cars. All right. I didn't take the first gap, and then I'm like, okay, that second one I can definitely make it across. Yeah, it gets so busy in the day. I don't know how I'll ever actually pull out, but pulling out would be easier. Maybe. All right, so I guess I'll hold on just a minute, and I'll which pocket is my keys in? They're somewhere here, and I'll figure out who I'm gonna raid and stuff. I might drive a little bit, but I might probably just go ahead and raid here. Anyways, BRB. Yeah, just look at that real quick. Hello. That there's well, I don't know. Unless I turn the lights on, this looks kind of creepy. I think it's a nicer view looking out that way at the road. Because it was fun until the car light turned off, and then it's like, oh, that's gonna be creepy if someone shows up and it's like dark and you can just barely see my face in the darkness. You're gonna be, what kind of horror stream is this? Let's see. I guess I'll go ahead and read someone here because it's dark and you're not going to be able to see that much driving. I won't stream that much longer anyway, it's just driving. Let's see. Yeah, it gets all read stereo. Right, anyways, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Hope it was fun, and I'll see you all later. Whenever the next time I stream. I think it's not supposed to rain the next 3 days. I think depending on the weather. When I looked at it earlier today, it said it's supposed to be mostly sunny tomorrow. But Sunday, when I looked at the forecast, it said it was supposed to be mostly sunny yesterday. And I woke up yesterday and it was raining, and it rained the entire day. So I don't know how much you can believe the forecast. But supposedly it's not supposed to rain for the next 3 days. So I'll probably try to do some more like bike riding or hiking or something. Tomorrow is also supposed to be, I think, like 54, like warmer than today. So it would be a nice bike riding or hiking day. So I might try to do that. But anyways, yeah, thanks for hanging out, Katsy and Muse, and thank you for the sub again, Muse, and anyone else that's here. I hope you all have a nice rest of your day, and soon the raid's about to go off. I don't have a timer. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you. Right, bye.